Hi guys, welcome to Nerd Bites, and this is going to be my review for episode 3, season 1 of The Last Kingdom. I bet you're all wondering, oh, where's your little fur coat thing? Well, it got annoying, so I got rid of it, and I've now got my Viking t-shirt instead. So we catch up again with Ullfrid and Breda. I thought they'd be back in the cage, but they've been transferred to a prison while the battle's going on. Then they get released because obviously everything he's told them about the battle is correct, so they release him, and obviously he apologises for putting him away and all this kind of stuff. Breda's a little bit pissed off, but you know, women. Now the purpose of Ullfrid in this episode is he's trying to get titles and money, he's trying to get, you know, some work kind of thing, so he's kind of negotiating with Alfred to try and get that, and the only way that he's going to get it is if he marries one of the women obviously in his area, and it's not what he wants to do. He's not interested in a wife. Obviously he loves Breda as well, so that obviously has problems. Then they have to negotiate a bit more, and then later on they have to negotiate with the Danes, with the Vikings, with Uber and everybody. You have to sit down and have a chat and all this kind of stuff, and obviously negotiations don't exactly go to plan. He basically gives them the option to go now and you'll be, you know, we'll leave you be and all that kind of stuff with all this money, and we'll give you these goats and food and supplies, that kind of stuff. And if you don't, then you can try and attack us, but you'll lose because you've got less men than us. All this kind of stuff, back and forward. Uber gets angry and pushes out the scroller out of the way and all that kind of stuff. He basically says, if you want us to leave, you give us Ullfrid's head. Ullfrid gets a little bit panicky because obviously him and Alfred aren't exactly in great connections at the moment. You know, there's mutual respect there, but they're not exactly friends. And then after the negotiations finish, they decide to leave. You see the boats leaving, and Alfred even says to him, I wouldn't have given you your head. One of the really cool scenes we had this week was Ullfrid teaching the rest of the soldiers and the warriors to fight like Vikings. There's the shield wall and everything, with the bottom shield and the middle shield and the top over, and just teaching them to work with that, with obviously wooden shields and wooden swords and everything, just to work out the battle thing, because they all know that these guys are going to come back at some point, so there's no way you're going to get rid of them forever, so they need to prepare, be more prepared and better suited for battle. He kind of develops a bit more of a relationship with, I think he's the captain of the army kind of thing, and pretty cool character to be honest. Like, again, the name escapes me, but their relationship is starting to build. It's kind of like a mutual respect at the moment, but it could be a case of at some point he'll kill him, or kill, you know, they'll have a fight of some kind. I don't see them being best buds to be honest, but they kind of like, alright, I like what you do and I like what you do, and we'll just, you know, we'll keep it banter at the moment. Also, Alfred is crowned king in this episode. I think I might have called him King Alfred in a past review. I didn't mean that. He wasn't king yet. The king died and he's now taken over, and his nephew is being a bit shitty, being a bit Joffrey about it, if I'm completely honest, but, you know, useless. Young Ragnar returns. He finds them. He finds Breda first when she's out in the woods having a bit of a trip, to be honest, in mushroom drink or something like that. Pretty cool thing. She sees a vision of her going off. And then later on, obviously, she introduces Ragnar to him, and Ragnar's like, did you kill my father? And he's like, if you truly believe that I killed your father, then take your revenge. He throws his sword on the floor, and then he goes, I knew the words were wrong. You didn't kill him. They hug, they have an embrace, they have a chat around the campfire. Ragnar kind of wants him to come with him, but he's saying, I've given my word to Alfred. He said, I promised you the second that I'm done with Alfred and I've fulfilled my word, I will join you and I will be there. Another kind of a random thing that happened in the middle is Breda had a miscarriage. I mean, it was a little bit random, didn't expect it to happen, it was a bit of a shock, so I kind of liked it, you know, adding it into the story, because it's kind of, I didn't expect that to happen. Again, I read the book, but it was, you know, I don't remember it, you know, it's a little bit in my brain at the moment, I don't remember it as well, I can't remember that happening. But yeah, it was kind of a sad moment. They had a moment together where they buried it, and then after that she decides to leave with young Ragnar on the ship, just like in her vision. He lets her do it, and you just see him standing with that kind of warrior guy, just letting the boats go and just getting really emotional, kind of upset and all this kind of stuff. And that's kind of how the episode finishes. I kind of like what's happened here with this whole Breda leaving everything, because now he's got no ties. He can just get on with his job, do his job correctly, and not have to worry about them being blackmailed or forced to do this, that and the other. You know, if they could potentially use her to be killed to get what they want out of him. So now that she's out of the way, he can just focus on himself, which I'm looking forward to in the further episodes. So that's what I thought of The Last Kingdom episode 3. What did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know down in the comments, or you can send me an email. You can also find me in the various social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and moviepilot.com. Just type in Nerd Bites anywhere and I'm sure you'll find me. And of course, keep it nerdy.